So I started reading Chainsaw Man about a week ago now, and I caught up in about 2 days, which is honestly pretty slow for me because Chainsaw Man is only about 90 chapters long, so it's still a relatively new series in Shonen Jump. And so far, I would argue that it's one of the best ongoing shonen series at the moment. And I feel like the reason series like Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, and One Piece are more popular or doing better than Chainsaw Man is due to the fact that although Chainsaw Man is a quote-unquote shonen, I would argue that it isn't aimed at a shonen demographic. It's rather aimed at the seinen demographic, due to the tone of the series and the themes it covers overall. Chainsaw Man is definitely not a manga for everyone. From the people I've asked about this series, it seems like Chainsaw Man is a manga that it's either you love it or you hate it. And as I'm sure you can already tell, I fucking love Chainsaw Man. So Chainsaw Man is a manga written by Tatsuki Fujimoto. The series started in 2019, and at the beginning, just like most new shonen manga, I don't think Chainsaw Man had much attention until around May 2020 according to Google Trends. Chainsaw Man started rising in popularity, and I'm glad it did. The series was perfect for if you were looking for a manga that stayed away from the typical shonen formula. It's going to be kind of hard to not spoil the series, but I'll try my best to not spoil any major events from the manga. So our main character Denji is a teenage boy that had a father that allegedly hung himself due to a massive amount of debt that he had to pay off. The Yakuza, the gang that Denji's father had to pay to, forced Denji to essentially work and do anything he could to pay off the debt his father owed them. Oh yeah, in this series there are also devils that originate from hell, and when these devils die in hell, they rise to the human world. Some devils are really hostile towards humans, and some make contracts with humans like Pochita, Denji's chainsaw devil dog. But I think I'll stop there because if I continue with explaining the story, I'll probably spoil major events that happen in the manga. So when it comes to the overall tone of Chainsaw Man, at the beginning of the story, it has a really morbid tone. We realize that Denji is a kid that lives in poverty and has to pay off debt by selling things like one of his eyes, his kidneys, one of his fucking nuts, etc. He does a lot of things to clean up the mess his father left for him. He has to struggle to even have a slice of bread a day and realizes that he probably won't be able to pay off this debt for as long as he lives. So already we can see the terrible circumstances of our main character, and he starts listing all the things he's always wanted to do. And as he lists all these things, us as readers realize that these goals he's chasing aren't your typical shonen protagonist goals, like being the strongest hero or being the pirate king. Instead, all Denji really wants to do is go out with a girl, eat quote-unquote good food like noodles and jam on bread, which I don't know about you, but that isn't the most luxurious type of food to eat. So we see that the trivial things such as eating normal food and hugging a girl is a dream to Denji. But anyway, to avoid spoilers, I will move away from the topic of our main character Denji, and instead I would like to talk about the mystery aspect of this series. So in my opinion, what makes this series really good is the characters and the questions we have as readers that are shrouded in mystery. There are still many questions that we still do not have answers to, and that's what keeps me reading this manga. As the story progresses, we slowly start to get answers to questions we had earlier in the series. Chainsaw Man is definitely one of those series I see an older demographic enjoying a lot more due to the themes Chainsaw Man covers and the certain scenes that are shown in the manga. Another thing I would like to cover is the symbolism in Chainsaw Man. For example, something like the gun devil is a very strong devil due to the amount of casualties that come from gun violence in the real world. Another example is the Darkness Devil, another very strong devil in the Chainsaw Man world. Darkness is linked to things such as death, fear, malevolence, and mystery, which are things that we as humans fear. There's a saying that humans fear what we don't know. I think that's the saying, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's the saying. But the more fear and influence the core meaning of the devil has, the stronger it is as a devil. I hope that made sense. I hope I worded that correctly. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm trying to get across. Chainsaw Man is something I would definitely recommend to anyone who reads action, gory seinen type of manga. It's definitely worth trying out, that's for sure, but I quickly want to talk about something that the Chainsaw Man fanbase have mixed feelings about, and that thing is Chainsaw Man having an anime adaptation. And in the fanbase, it's pretty much a 50-50 thing. Some people want an anime adaptation and some people would prefer Chainsaw Man to be left as a manga, and to be honest, I'm leaning towards it not getting an anime adaptation due to the amount of gore and graphic scenes there are in the manga. I feel like it will be executed by using a lot of CGI, and when I mean a lot of fucking CGI, which is how do I say this? It's not something I would personally want to watch. I know an anime adaptation would definitely boost the popularity of Chainsaw Man, but at the same time, if the anime adaptation ends up being terrible due to high amounts of CGI, it will do the exact opposite of what an anime adaptation is supposed to do. It will end up like putting people off the series and even force people to drop the manga. So overall, do I want Chainsaw Man to get an anime adaptation? No, I just feel like Chainsaw Man as a manga is just better, and I hope it stays like that. And I have a question to the people that want Chainsaw Man as an anime. How do you guys expect any animation studio to tackle the mass amounts of gore in the series without using like a lot of CGI? I just want you guys to answer that question in the comments. I'm genuinely interested to hear your answers. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for this video. Chainsaw Man is a manga I would say you should try out. It's really good. But apart from that, make sure you leave a like if you like the video, and subscribe for more manga content on this channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.